You know, I watched, my son told me about a show about a year ago, a little over a year ago, called The Get Down. And it featured Jaden Smith, Jaden Smith, son of legendary actor, rapper Will Smith, a.k.a. the Fresh Prince. And he played a dude who coming out homosexual guy in this series about a bunch of old school rappers during that era. And he recently came out again. Let me explain. This is DJ Wolf Live. All right, guys. Big shout out to Angry Man over at the Angry Man channel. Do your thing, brother. I wanted to say one other thing to Angry Man. Hey, Angry Man, dude, that tribute that you did to the tribute that you did to Stan Lee was probably one of the greatest tributes I've ever heard on YouTube. Literally, I was, and I know a man ain't supposed to cry, but I was in tears by the time I got finished hearing that, man. I'm like, wow, I was so moving. It really was, and I agree. I agree with everything you said about Stan Lee. Stan Lee did something that's never been done in comic books, or really, in that kind of medium ever. He took it to a whole level. He really upped the game for comic books. But I'll talk about that on another time. I may actually do a live podcast talking about Stan Lee this week, because he what he did for comic books, man, elevated the game. But anyway, I'll talk about it. But big shout out to Angry Man on that, man. That big kudos for that, brother. Really appreciate that. All right, now I'm gonna talk about Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith, and I saw this on the Angry Man channel as well. And I think it came out something else too. But anyway, I did a video a few years ago. I don't know if I still got it. I doubt it. Jaden Smith, at one point, was dating some white girl, really cute white girl too. I think she was a little older than he was, and he was going around cross-dressed. I don't mean he was at full regalia, but he was wearing. I don't remember if he was wearing heels, but I know for a fact he was wearing dresses. What was with these people this morning? They drive like they, like a hippie and stuff. But he was wearing dresses on a number of pictures. Openly. He didn't care. Then I said I saw him on the show. He was on the show called Get Down that was on Netflix. Really good show. All-star cast. It was a sort of all-star cast, but it was a good show. Very good show. I enjoyed it. And he played a guy who was coming out. He was one of the characters on the show. And then I was watching the Angry Man channel this morning, and he played video of Jaden Smith telling everybody that Tyler, the Creator, who was also a fellow rapper and known homosexual by his own admission, Jaden Smith was going out telling everybody on stage at this performance. I don't know what he was doing, but he came out and said that Tyler, the Creator, was his boyfriend. Now, I don't know if it was a joke or not. I don't think it was. Jaden Smith has been has been suspect for years. All right, and Tyler, the Creator, has said and came out and said some time ago he was that he was a homosexual himself. That he was. So that don't really surprise me about Jaden Smith. It really don't. He's been suspect for quite some time. And now I know that he likely is bisexual. I think his sister is too, to tell you the truth. That's another another whole story. But I can't confirm it or not. But I'm pretty sure his sister probably goes that way too. Yeah. But his parents are very free spirited anyway. They're kind of known for being free spirited, both Jada and Will. Specifically Jada. We know she is. You know, she sort of came out and said that. You know. But does it really surprise me at this point about Jaden? It surprised me that he came out and said that. Don't surprise me that he actually might go both ways. That didn't surprise me. But the fact that he came out and said that his boyfriend is Tyler the Creator. But I don't know, man. This is like more of the feminization or pussification of black men. Speaking of that, there's a show that I watch on Fox called 911, and I forgot. I can't pronounce the actor's name, but let's put it like this: he's like the ex-husband on the show of Angela Bassett's character, who happened to be a cop. I think she's a sergeant too, if I'm not mistaken. And the guy's character is a homosexual. He revealed to his wife when they split up that he was gay, and they make Angela Bassett very I can say massive, very aggressive in her character. Of course, she's a cop, but also not only that, she's dating a white guy who happened to be a head of what do you call it? EMS fire rescue team. I noticed that a lot of shows and movies have been like that, where the black females caping for white guys, and if you got brothers in the shows, they play either mentally retarded guys or they're gay. We always take the back seat on every role. Look at what they did with Marvel's Luke Cage. Okay, now see, that's the thing about Stan Lee I give him credit for. Stan Lee put out black men. They weren't stereotyped black men. They were strong black characters. You know? The situation was a little bit on the stereotype side with Luke Cage, but not really. But he was a strong black character. And of course, Netflix canceled the goddamn show. I'm still upset about that. There was no reason they should have canceled that show. It was like one of the best shows on Netflix. It really was that good. It was that good. I mean, I'm not kidding. It was that good of a show. It was a hell of a show. I think it was one of the best shows on Netflix. Oh my God, these people cannot drive out here. If y'all learn to figure out how to drive, one day we'd be in good shape. But y'all can't drive worth 2 cents. But it's like I said, it's one of the best shows on Netflix. It was one of the best shows on Netflix because they canceled it, so it ain't on there no more. And yes, I am still upset about it. You know, I mean, it was in the second season, and there was a potential third season. I think there was some kind of dispute about the number of shows that got reduced, and I'm not sure why they were even want to reduce the shows. The show it had gained good ground, gained a solid audience. You know, but there were black people I know that hadn't even seen the show. They hadn't even seen the first season, let alone the second season. I did know about that. But I talked to a couple people about it. But you know, that's a prime example. You got a solid show with a strong black male character on TV, one of the few that you see on television. Matter of fact, I don't really know of too many. Lethal Weapon. Now, don't get me wrong. I like the show. I still like the show. I still like Damon Wayans on there. I like the fact they brought Sean William Scott to replace the other jerk that was on the show. But Damon Wayans comes off as a simp on the show with his wife. His wife is a lawyer. His wife pretty much kind of runs the house, you know, because she makes the more money. But it makes him like a simp, you know. But Like I said, hey, it's white people who predominantly write these shows anyway, so of course they're going to make black people look toned down, or black men look toned down. They do it on all these shows. Blackest is another show like that, you know. And I love the show. I love the cast, you know. But they make Anthony Anderson look a little wimpy at times on the show. They do, you know. One of the only shows I've seen where the black man didn't look wimpy was Good Times, and that was James Evans, played eloquently by John Amos, who didn't look wimpy on the show at all. He never did the whole time he was on the series, you know. But it's one of the few shows, and I would say the Jeffersons were George Jefferson, you know. To be honest, George Jefferson would get them white people ass all the time. You know? But it's one of the few shows that was ever like that. And mind you, it was created by a white guy, Norman Lear, both shows. Well, he didn't really create Good Times. Somebody created a black guy created Good Times. Anyway, but my thing is we don't have enough. It's a lack of black man. You know what I mean. I have a problem pronouncing certain words. You know, it's a lack of strong black male role models on TV. The networks don't want you to see that. They really don't. And they be capable for certain rappers too. That's another story. You know, where all that fruity stuff. Let's be real. There are rappers doing it now. Not all rappers, but there are a number of them that are. I don't have to say the names. You know who they are when you see them. You know. But I don't know. It's just it's you know. This is why we need social media to do what we're doing. To call out bullshit when we see it. And as long as it's there, I'm gonna continue to do so. And I know many others will as well. All right, guys. This is DJ Wolf. That's all I got to say about this podcast. I'm hoping to be doing a couple of podcasts by this weekend. Also, Old Mud. In addition to Old Mud, I'm going to be doing I may be doing 2 other shows. One's going to be sort of like a Black Teen Summit show type, and the other one's going to be a little more like a kid's show. Old Mud is strictly for adults only. I can tell you right up front. You know, he's Mr. Old Head. He's old school, and he kind of cool, but he's gonna mix it up. You know, that's strictly an old school show, but I'm still in the works on that. But I got 2 other ones I want to work on as well. One definitely is going to probably be a kid for kids only. I made my decision on that one. The other one going to be probably like a teen summer type. So, in other words, I was going to work on doing animation, but I figured what I'm doing with this is going to be way better, way cheaper, more realistic, but way cheaper. Kind of an animated type of thing with these 3. But a little bit better on my pocketbook, and I don't have to spend all day trying to, do additional stuff on it. So you'll see more about it. You already know the preview about Old Mud is going to be along the line. The other 2 shows will be along the lines of Old Mud. So, matter of fact, one of the shows actually might be exclusively, if not Old Mud, I want to put on my channel. The other 2 might be exclusive to my website. All right, guys. This is DJ Wolf. That's all I got to say. Of course, questions, comments, debates, show suggestions, always. DJ Wolf Live at AOL.com. That's DJ Wolf Live at AOL.com. All right, guys. This is DJ Wolf. I have much more stuff to say on the back burner. Oh, also, you guys who are listening on Spreaker, you can follow me on YouTube for All to Hear TV. That's for All to Hear TV. Put the number 2 in for All to Hear. All right. And of course, if you are watching me on For All to Hear TV, you're always welcome to put your comments, in the comment section. All right, guys, this is DJ Wolf. I got more to say about this other stuff on the back burner. I'm out.